What's up, guys? In today's video, we're going to do a different style video. It's more of a reactionary style video. The reason why you want to stay lean in business for as long as possible, and you don't want to put your cart before your horse. You don't want to grow really fast. Now, I have watched half of this video. It's very interesting. We're going to watch through it, and I'm going to stop and pause it. The brutal truth behind this landscaping business, okay? As you can see here, you already get a hint. He's already $500,000 in debt, okay? That's at the very beginning. So let's go ahead and turn it on. I'm going to put the headphones on and we're going to listen in.
Our subcontractor sent me an nasty text. We're going to have to do a couple layoffs. Like, I don't think he's going to be super hurt if we have to lay him off. He jumped in a truck and stole it. Now he's threatening to sue us.
He's on the brink of collapse.
It is stressful.
I'm aware of some of the financial decisions that I didn't agree with.
I don't know what's sharing with them. They don't have enough money to make payroll. Did you tell them that?
Oh, 100% I tell him that. Really?
They're
Why?
If he wants to have a conversation about his finance, he can be here and we can have a conversation about his finance.
Hey everyone, my name is Mike Andes. I'm the founder of Augusta Lawn Care. We have over 150 locations around the world, and we do over $50 million a year in annual revenue. We travel around the country trying to help small businesses and home services.
I want to fast forward here.
Back on track. Today, we're in Michigan with Alex from Lawn Care, and there's been a lot of bad things happening. Recently, the team has really had a lot of infighting. They tried raising prices, and they lost one of their biggest commercial contracts. And worse yet, there's thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars every single month having to go towards debt payments. Let's see if we can turn this thing around. Alex, how's it going, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, man. This shop is awesome.
Thank you.
Relatively new or just new concrete?
New concrete.
Okay, cool, man. Good to see you.
I'm Alex Krugen. I own Faith Lawn Property Maintenance. I've been in business since 2018. This is my third landscape company I've owned.
So all these bays are yours then?
We have the 3 here.
Okay, 3. Okay.
Yep, and then we have outdoor storage like a mile from here. Yep, so we just pay for the one parking spot, and we've got, our 4 plows here. We got one over in the shop as well. We tried keeping some of the equipment outside when we first moved into the other shop and at the main shop, and it didn't work out. We had issues with the landlord.
And then with the rent, did that include the office space too then?
So that's an additional.
Oh, it is, okay.
Yep, but that's included in the 3200.
Oh, that's great.
Is the office and these two.
Okay, great. Well, did you get everyone rolling out for
Yeah,
the day? You're
everybody
good to
gone,
go?
pretty much.
Sweet.
So last couple of trucks rolling out. And,
all right.
You missed the drama this morning. We had to let somebody go this morning. So
Really?
Always fun, but
Man, I'm sorry.
that's all right.
All right, so full disclosure, when we do these turnarounds, we are there to do coaching and try to do some interviews, get some shots of the crew, but this is all in a matter of just a few hours. You'll see at the end of the video, like, it just went in a very different direction than we thought, and it's a little bit crazy.
You want to go in the office
Yeah,
now?
no
All right,
problem.
let's do it.
We'll chat. Come on in. Dawn, this is Mike.
My name is Dawn Mayer. I've been doing spreadsheets, all the invoicing, payroll.
How long have you been here for now?
Couple months.
Okay, cool. Very cool. And were you working another lawn?
This chick's been here.
I was at a
Hold
landscape
up.
supply yard. I've been doing spreadsheets, all the invoicing, payroll.
I looked at the P&L and kind of like what things are going on. I know some of it you say, hey,
So this person that is in charge of his payroll has been there for 2 months, and she's in charge of looking at the P&L like she can see everything crumbling. Just also does Christmas lights, which I do as well, and we're at the very start and very end of pressure washing going into the Christmas light season. So this is pretty relevant. I have some time this evening, so let's go ahead and continue.
yeah, I'm not for sure if all of it's not necessarily on the books or organized. Like half of his P&L is just debts. John Deere payment 1, John Deere payment 2, 3, 4, 5. From your point of view, what's the biggest kind of struggle right now?
5. John Deere. That's just John Deere. Okay.
Like this week is a payroll week, and it's like 10 grand in the bank. There's going to be $20,000 in payroll, and it's just every pay period we're always struggling to come up with payroll. We always do. $2,000-$3,000
Cheap guy.
left in the bank account after
By
payroll, and it's just like scrambling for 2 weeks just to get everything built back up just for another payroll to hit.
I've heard a couple people complain about how the payroll is going. A couple people not getting their W-2s, getting the direct deposit, had to write hand checks.
And it's just like the time we actually build up any money really is in the winter. When we go through Christmas lights, we have our Christmas light money. Our labor drops way down in the winter.
Just to show you, his labor drops, he becomes more profitable in Christmas lights. Just to show you how profitable Christmas lights is. And this guy's still the cheap guy. Okay, let's continue.
And then we do pretty dang well on snow. If it snows, we do pretty well. First hardscape project, huge one. First big hardscape project. We're doing $500,000 hardscape. The hardscape division is called Treasured Earth. Okay. So when I bought Treasured Earth, we're in the last 2 weeks of that project. So we're $5 grand a day in plants, then landscape lighting. Like we're just shelling out cash like crazy. I don't use credit to buy material. And they still owe us $50,000 plus another $85,000.
You've got to spend the money in order to make the money, but you got to have the money to spend. So I think he had a conversation with that homeowner last week about, we've got to buy all these plants for you. You've got 700 and some plants in your yard. It's a lot of money.
Okay. So I'm not in landscaping. Will never be in landscaping. Too much work when I can make the same amount of money off of 1 or 2 pressure washing jobs. Anyway, okay. This is why I require every one of my Christmas light customers to provide a 50% upfront deposit for materials and labor. If they don't like it, then we don't do business. You're scared of losing a lead? Suck it up. The reason you always require a deposit, oh shoot, I just started all the way back at the beginning. The reason why you require a deposit on stuff like this and Christmas lights, okay, we're too far, hold up. The reason you require a deposit is because when they put a deposit down in your CRM, it's like Mark8, like I use, I check mark a box in my payment software, which is Square, that saves their card information. And yes, we only do card. We do not do cash deposit. No. That's how you get got. Only card saves the card information. Guess what happens when I finish the job? I don't wait for them to pay it. I click job is done. Hey, you want to come look at it? Oh, yeah, it looks nice. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and can I charge the card on file? Yeah, sure. Click. They don't have to do anything. It's paid. I have never waited on payment from anybody ever because of that reason. When I take 50% down for Christmas lights and it's done, if I don't hear from them or they're like, yeah, give me a day and I'll enter it in. It's like, nope. It's been 12 hours. Click. Don't worry about it. I just pulled the rest. You have a great holiday season. And if you need anything, let me know. Or I'll see you in January to take down. Boom. I'm not waiting on 50 grand to come in. I'm not waiting on a little $5,000 check. Just scrambling for cash. I'm not upfronting any costs. That's why it's important to have a CRM. And I do have a video in the works that goes over step by step how to use Mark8 and sign up for Mark8. So that is coming. Don't worry. Let's continue with the video. That just like irked me hearing that.
I think
just listen to this.
That homeowner last week about, we've got to buy all these plants for you. You've got 700.
Makes me sick. What he's about to say.
It's a lot of money.
So that money's still hanging out there. We have another, we do some subcontracting for another landscaper. He's out, 20 grand. And then we have probably another 30, 40 in just regular receivables and mowing. And we have some Christmas light money that's, we've started doing our Christmas lights for the year. So we've got 50 grand of Christmas light money that's hanging out there. So we're well over 6 figures owed to us. And it always seems like there's a crap ton of money owed to us, but we can't quite grab it.
Hold up. Whoa.
Christmas lights for the year. So we've got 50 grand of Christmas.
He has $185,000 in outstanding jobs that have not been paid yet. That right there solves your payroll problem. What? Take these people to court. Get a CRM that lets you pull their card. What? How are you waiting on 50 grand in the middle of the year for Christmas light money? What? Lawn mowing. How are you waiting on 30 grand? 85 grand. What? Okay, let's continue.
So we're well over 6 figures owed to us, and it always seems like there's a crap ton of money owed to us.
Yeah.
But we can't quite grab it.
Why can't you?
To get there, and that's
what?
Always the hold up is getting the bills paid. The money's out there, but it's just not in the bank account where it needs to be.
No, it's not there. They're not paying you. Why are you waiting?
I have so many good employees too.
You want to know why you're about to go out of business, get bankrupt? Because you won't go after your money. What in the
The other
world?
problem on the balance sheet is just the debts. So
That woman that's sitting there, that's been there for 2 months doing your payroll and your P&L and all that stuff, have her every day pick up the phone, dial up everybody that owes you, be like, hey, you got our money? Yeah, we need paid now. It's due. It was due 8 months ago. Click. This is your warning. Legal action will be taken. What? 185 grand, man. That just made me sick. I seen that and I was like, I've got to react to this and make a video.
So give me like a rough breakdown. I'm gonna go ahead and guess because I didn't get a balance sheet. So I'm gonna guess it's like 30 to 40,000 on like short-term debt that is like high interest that needs to get paid off.
A little bit more.
Okay. All right. So around 50,000 for that.
You're about 50,000. Yep.
Okay. And
Okay.
then for equipment,
Get the 185K, pay off the debt.
400,000.
450,000. We're right around $500,000 in debt. So that's with all the equipment and a couple of the short-term loans too.
And that's because mostly the trucks.
6, 7, 8. I think there's 13 total. Seems like every time I turn around, you're putting 5 to 10 grand into a truck, and that's it. And we just got done putting.
What? This guy has 13 trucks. Go out there and buy you another one. Make it 14, by God. What? After he does payroll, he's left with 2K in the bank. What is with you guys that start up these home service businesses and buying more equipment when you don't need it? Okay, just keep watching.
Trucks last week, so now it's just like, okay, well now we got plants to buy and we have payroll to do. And
Is the bucket trucks for the Christmas lights?
Yes.
So all the Christmas lights.
all our Christmas stuff.
Why do
This
you
is all
need
stuff that
bucket
just comes
trucks?
down to it.
Maybe one.
But a lot of our stuff is, like I said, stays up.
And what percentage of the lights is most commercial and
I think
musical?
it's like 75%. The bucket trucks are just so darn expensive. I mean,
What are they? 100 grand?
they're new ones like 140.
Dude, not gonna lie, that's pretty sick.
Oh, it's awesome.
Oh yeah, it looks great, don't it?
I mean, that's the newer of the two trucks.
60K, yeah.
We bought it 2011, 3 years ago.
Only use it 3 months out of the year. You could
It's,
get away with ladders, but
60
you know.
grand still for a used. And there's only one guy in the state that works on bucket trucks.
Oh,
Oh yeah, 2-3 days fixed. All right, cool. Well, we're 4 weeks later, and he's like, "I'm sorry, man. You know, trying to get parts and this and that," and it's just like,
Yeah.
"Okay, well, we need it like next week." So a couple trucks that are a little bit older. One of the bucket trucks is paid off. The other one, we still owe probably 40 on that.
I mean, look, 4 new trucks in the last year. You know, it's 50, 60 grand a pop. New skid, snow raider, walk behind mower that no one's used.
6 to 8 months left on the John Deere equipment.
You gotta just buy equipment.
Mowers last year.
You don't need it.
Some of the financial decisions that I didn't agree with. We just don't have time because we're aware of our routes and we're like, we can't use this. So now it's sitting at the shop.
I probably went a little crazy with purchasing new equipment. We probably
You don't say.
gone with some used stuff, but
Jesus Christ. You can only be an idiot for so long.
It is that.
The definition of insanity. Do the same thing over and over.
$40,000 a year on repairs.
And it's not
on
working.
Trucks.
between the $50,000 kind of shorter term debt, $400,000 to $450,000 of equipment debt. What's the monthly like just from a cash flow?
This video makes me sick, man.
It's about 15,000 roughly total
for everything.
for thereabouts. I'd have to double check that, but
And
I
that
think
includes the 9,000 you're saying? Like so total loan debt
it was
payments.
no, so it's gonna be more because it was 15 before that.
Okay.
So then you got the the $9 grand on top of that,
basically
so you're
24,000.
24,000 a month.
Okay.
You can't even have thought about just telling cashing out, but it's just like with all the debt. I mean, gosh, if I could tell anybody, if you're starting a business,
Wait, whoa.
try your hardest to not use.
Whoa. He just said it. I thought about cashing out, selling, but all the debt. Yeah, all the debt. Dude, nobody's going to buy your business. It's not profitable. First off, there is no cashing out unless you just sell each piece of equipment individually and you just bankrupt the company and tell everybody to go home. And how are you going to pay the debt? How are you going to pay the bill, dude? You're bankrupt, dude. Okay.
Use debt to grow your business. I think a little bit of debt is needed, but don't.
Yeah, maybe to get started.
You gotta like money, number one. You know what I mean? you don't
Yeah.
like your old lady, it ain't gonna work. You gotta start by at least liking each other. Otherwise, it's just never gonna work.
I agree. I like this guy. I need to hire him.
Rate made $17,000 in profit. If you just think about it logistically,
Hold up. He has 185K in late payment from customers, right? He only makes 17K in profit.
take 30 years to pay off his debt if you throw all of his profit at his debt. The challenging part is in the next 3 to 5 years to pay off all that debt. You're probably gonna need more equipment. You're probably gonna need more trucks.
Exactly, as stuff wears out. It's
Why?
replaced.
Right, and that's where like the,
No.
the treadmill, like, oh, if I just get these payments, well then you get half.
You
get
you
more
don't have
payments.
the you don't have the choice. If it wears out, you got to get new. So no. You gotta guess what? You gotta fix that old thing until you get your money. What?
Down, they still got old equipment.
It's gotta be replaced. You gotta get new stuff. You gotta get another trailer. You gotta get another skid. You gotta get another lawnmower. No.
I think the bigger project messed us up a little bit. I don't think, up until this project, our biggest hardscape project was $100,000.
If you're not right on, you lose your ass. I don't know what this thing of what this job is, but
The amount of cash flow
Jesus.
to complete the project. I mean, yeah, we got the deposit up front and we got, progress payment, but, he's not on time with his payments, so we're trying to get things done. We just had a big investment, with pavers up front, and then you have all the plants you have to buy.
again, this is not necessarily.
Yeah. Dude, listen, guys. If you're starting a business, if you're starting a business and you're scared that you're going to lose the lead by saying you need a deposit to cover materials, then you just don't need to be in business. You need to go get a W-2 job. Okay, because here's what's going to happen. You're literally watching it in this video. This guy has $185,000 that he's waiting on, that maybe one day this customer, all these customers that owe him money are going to be like, hey, I've got your money. Would you like, hey, would you like me to pay you now? No, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. That's why when you have a CRM that lets you save the card information, yeah, they could use a prepaid card and you might not ever get your money. But the odds of that happening are so like 0.5% chance of that happening, right? When you get the payment for the materials, the 50% upfront deposit for these big jobs, and when the job is done and complete and pictures are sent to the customer or they come out and look at it, you hit, okay, I'm going to pull the remainder from the car on file. Will that work? And if they say yes or no, it doesn't matter. You pull it. They overdraft. Guess what? That's not your fault. That's their fault. They couldn't afford it. But guess what? You got to get paid. You did the work. You got to get paid when it's done upon completion. Maximum 30 days. Net 30. Maximum. But guess what? In the service industry, it's due upon completion usually. Okay. Anyway, let's continue. It's just
For everyone.
It's just
business is not for everyone.
faster than it comes in. So maybe adjusting our payment schedule in the future if we ever do another large project.
Or even just having some sort of fees on it, like where it's like, hey, if you miss progress payments, it's starting to collect fees immediately.
Yeah.
Right. So like if we do I do at least a 1% per month if someone's overdue.
Okay.
Especially on that type of a project, someone being behind like that could tank the business.
Oh, easily. $1.5 business, why don't you have, a couple $100,000 sitting in the bank? I'm like, man, I've never seen a couple $100,000.
You keep buying trucks. What?
I think mainly
You keep buying brand new bucket trucks for 115. Of course, you haven't seen 200,000. You're afraid to hold it. It's like it's just gotta.
I mean, I saw six figures in
You
my
get it?
account
You-
for 30 seconds, and then
Take it.
started paying for
Take the money.
paper, catching up on bills. I mean, man, that
Give
that
away.
has gone so fast.
How many crew members are there now, just for the sake
So
of?
right now we have 6 people mowing,
Jesus.
4 on hardscape.
This is triggering.
And then I have,
Watch.
one
Just
gentleman that does
I
my
just can't.
landscape maintenance and
I'm gonna get in
I
trouble.
would say based on that, it's like probably 70% projects, like landscape, Christmas lights, etc. Like in terms of versus recurring.
So we're probably about 300,000 to 400,000 a year in hardscape, and we're about 400,000 a year in Christmas lights,
Oh wow,
and the rest is lawn maintenance and landscape maintenance.
got it.
We have 3 mowing crews right now.
Do you have any sort of like operations manager right now, or any sort of like hierarchy? Or is it basically you and all laborers?
It's basically me. So technically Brandon is in charge of all the lawn mowing. I love Brandon. A lot of times I think he's the glorified foreman. My hardscape foreman, Juan, he has 30 years in experience. I swear he is the best guy out in there in the industry. He is phenomenal, and we are blessed to have him.
There was no one that works for us that can come to this job, start to finish, and knock it out. Juan is the only one.
And then Eric is my landscape maintenance and Christmas lights.
So it's like I work by myself, and there's a reason I work by myself.
I don't think he wants to be in management.
I don't want to be a leader. I'm good.
Well, same kind of thing. I can give him a list. Hey, we got to go do Christmas lights here.
Gotta respect it.
Take care of it.
You know, Alex has treasure dirt.
He's centered. He knows.
With 15 guys, and
He would probably get in trouble because some lazy fat dude's going to show up and he's going to tell him off. So he knows he doesn't need to be a leader. You know what I'm saying? I like this guy.
Then I feel
I
it
like
is
this guy.
to him.
All right, so
Star employee right there, baby.
Alex has $185,000 in unpaid work that's owed to him. He has $500,000 worth of debt, and he's paying that down by about $24,000 per month on those loan payments until October, and then it's gonna go down to $16,000 per month for those loan payments. And he has 3 foremen, but really, he's basically managing this $1.6 million business by himself.
How savage do you want to get with fixing this? Because we can fix it, but it'll be really tough.
Hey, this is what I want to do. I mean, I don't see myself doing anything else. I mean, I'm not going to give this up and go work back to sales or anything like that. So I don't really have a choice. I got to make it work.
What's our pricing look like right now for, I know there's like multiple departments and different services, but like as a blended average, or give me the breakdown if you know it, of like hourly rate versus.
So we were at $32 an hour for mowing. We just did a price increase last week. That was when it actually went into effect today. Hardscape projects we were billing at $60 a man hour. But after this big project, we bumped it to $85 a man hour. And then I've also been trying to bid maintenance work at $85. And then Christmas lights were at $150 a man hour.
Got it. Okay, I heard $32 an hour.
What?
For mowing.
We're right at about 50 now.
He's paying $150 an hour to hang lights?
$85 a man hour mowing. You can't get it in this area. As much as I would love to, you can't get it.
You know, like if we go to cut a house and he's like, hey, this corner house right here, it's got a lot of whipping, it'll probably take you an hour. I'm gonna charge him $35. We're like, that's not a good idea.
I mean, I know we were bidding stuff at like $45 an acre for commercial mowing, which is way too low of what I've learned now. But even at $45 an acre, we couldn't close stuff.
This guy, I think he's just afraid of like charging people.
No. He's afraid of being told no. He's afraid of rejection. Okay? It takes a very rare person not to be afraid of being told no, F off. Guess what? You can become that person, because I have. When they tell me no, you're ridiculous, I go, okay, click. Next caller, please. Just get tough, dude. What? Grow some balls. I gotta stop. I'll get in trouble.
Yeah, okay, that's low. Whew. What are you paying per hour?
Yeah. So we start at 20, and our highest people are paid at 32. So we have everything in between.
Oh man.
Yeah, we're about $28,000 every 2 weeks for payroll.
If I had to be honest, I would cut off the grass. I mean, that's my favorite, but I would cut off the grass just because I know.
That's making him most of his revenue. You know nothing, dude.
The other thing too is trying to get out there and give them some hands-on training with the equipment.
Raise your grass prices to $60 minimum a yard.
I've used this in the past. This is how you use it.
Or they'll try, but then they get stressed out, and you know they might take it out in a negative way instead of a constructive way.
This is how it should be used, and then showing them how it, at least in my mind, how it should be used. But
because a lot of people think they can come into a field, like especially outside, if they haven't worked outside, they think they could do it. It's fun. Everybody's out here. It's the good old time. There's nobody on your back. But it's like kind of the opposite.
Charging customers $50 per hour on the job site, we will never make money. If you look at $20 per hour that he's paying his employees on base pay, and you look at $50 per hour that he's charging his customers, 40% is going to base to be under 25%. I call this the 25% rule. Now, I know that there are franchisees of Augusta Lawn Care that are within driving distance of Alex and charge more than 50% per hour more to the customer than what he's charging. And the reason for that is because they have a great website, they have uniforms, their trucks are painted and decaled. If you have higher value in the mind of the customer, you'll be able to charge a higher price.
Like 80% of our revenue is going out the door to cars.
Bro, mad respect for this dude though, man. The Mike Andes dude. He is out helping his competition right now. He's helping the cheap guy understand why he gets $85 an hour and this guy he's talking to only gets $50. Lawn care. Isn't that crazy? Mad respect, man.
Because the other 20% has to cover overhead, admin costs, fuel, insurance, shop space, and everything else.
You're not profitable being cheap,
I
man.
feel that. Definitely.
Hey, go ahead and be people over profits.
Analysis.
You're gonna turn out like this guy.
When you have so much debt, is it's
Okay.
hard to be like if you had no debt, I'd be like, look, let's not do 1.5, let's not do 1.6, let's do $1 million. But make it very profitable, and we're gonna shed 30% of customers by raising prices, and we're gonna immediately cut out the services that we know aren't profitable, and we're gonna immediately cut out but when you have that much debt,
Hold up. Wait. Yes, this lady right here. This lady's gonna be like, where's that? Hold on.
shed 30.
This lady's gonna be like, what? My yard was just $50 a week. Now it's $85? You're ridiculous. I'm calling Chuck.
30% of customers.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even know how many lawns we have.
It's 150-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably about 150-ish.
We had less than a 1% churn, and we even.
I can see that. What? Ridiculous.
Ladies and gentlemen, like Exhibit A,
Churn.
and B, and C.
Like, I don't think he's gonna be super hurt if we have to lay him off.
That's what I'm saying.
I originally kind of planned to have got me a nasty text. He originally had promised us $5,000 a week in mowing. That turned into like $4,700, which turned into $3,800, and now we're down to like $3,200 a week.
Yeah,
And he was just like, he's like, well, if you guys can't keep our quality, you know, maybe we'll just take them back. So now it's kind of dumped in my lap. I've got 2 extra people and a bunch of equipment that I need to figure out what to do. The only one we might have to lay off would be Jordan, because I don't think I could really afford to keep him around. Which I would help find him another job. We could find him something with somebody. First time I've had to really lay anybody off.
How far are you booked out with the projects right now?
Projects were booked through the end of the year, and I'll probably try to grab one or two more projects for October and November.
Okay. And then you already know like there's gonna be snow and stuff like that, so you just kind of take those off.
You try to. I mean, we don't book any hardscape past December 1st because we like to think we're normally gonna have snow. But
So we're almost 6 months booked out.
yeah, yep. And then like last year we didn't have any snow, so that was another contributing factor going into the spring. We only did about $100,000 in snow, and normally we do close to $300 in snow.
If the mowing is so low in price and you're very confident you can't get a price that's going to work in terms of making profit, why not cut it out? You're 6 months booked out on projects.
Cash flow. It's kind of just nice to have that recurring cash.
If it's losing us money.
My just worry if the economy tanks or anything happens, the project's work can dry up.
Right.
Same thing with Christmas lights. Like our municipality work will stay, but like all our residential and stuff.
$800K in mowing recurring. Okay. At $35 a yard. All right. Hopefully you can see that. $800K recurring at $35 a yard. Okay. Why not raise your prices? Anything. $60 a minimum per hour, my bad. Not yard, hour. Yeah, it's not at 80. Like literally my father-in-law is at 80 and he does it on the side. Like he's literally a chuck in the truck charging $80 an hour. Anyway, you slash half of your customer base and you still make $800K, bro. It's not like business is not rocket science. It's not hard. You just have to be not freaking dumb, okay? I have to say it, man. Like, have a basic IQ of at least 100, all right? I've just got to. Okay,
Like
let's
that.
continue.
We'll stay busy, but we're losing money on it.
Then you can take on more customers. Then you can increase cash
Yeah, I
flow.
just worry if the
Recurring.
Stuff slows down and we lose the project.
Oh,
work
I'm
or-
100% on board. Like we're seeing
So-
most places it's tough to get
I
projects.
just try to stay diversified.
Right.
And
No,
just
I get it.
Again, it circles back to this guy is afraid of hearing the word no.
Profitable. Like we will never make money
Yeah.
at 40, 50 bucks an hour.
I mean, I think we pretty much break even on mowing.
I'm gonna guess we lose 20%.
You think?
Oh yeah. It's being hidden by the fact that the landscaping and the Christmas lights is paying for the trucks. It's propping everything up.
Alex has got to ask himself, like, does each service individually make money? And if not, do we need to change the pricing? Do we need to adjust the efficiency of the crew? Do we need to do retraining, or do we need to get rid of the service altogether?
I don't know how you're like actually managing it all.
I don't know how I handle the stress. I pray a lot.
Cause like that's a huge business, and the fact that you just got an admin person.
I work a lot. My wife always says, she's like, I don't know, like, you never read your Bible, and how do I know, your faith is like, I would have been gone a long time ago if it wasn't for the guy upstairs.
Oh, you don't even have to tell me that. I know you work 7 days a week, and before John came along, I don't know what you were doing.
Not a lot of time with kids.
Bro,
So that's the other thing,
priorities,
trying to
man.
Get this fixed so I can spend more time with the kids. I mean,
Raise
so
your
many times
prices, spend more
I
time
don't
with
get
your
home for them to go to
children,
bed.
do
And
less work,
it keeps
delegate,
inside. I feel like they're growing
delegate,
up without me right now. I've got
automate.
4 kids under 9. I'm doing this for them, and in the end, hopefully it all pans out where I can be home more with them. The whole point is get into business.
No, you need to do it now.
And try to spend more time with them. It's a lot. I guess I don't realize sometimes how much pressure is on me keeping this thing on the rails. So, there's a lot of days I just want to throw in the towel, but I don't want to do it because of for the kids and for our employees and things like that. I just know with hard work,
Gosh.
we can get it to where it needs to.
We're probably going to end right here because the video's going on like 30-something minutes recording. I want you guys to look at this guy. Look how much stress this guy is under, and I want to tell you why this guy is under so much stress. And he could work on these things, okay? Now, obviously, Mike Andes has probably helped him, and I'll try to link the video in the description or comments. Go watch the full video. If you're a people over profits person that's going into business that doesn't understand delegation, churn, hearing the word no, you're ridiculous. From people that have never ran a business before, that think that they know what you need to do. Let me tell you something. The answer is not volume. The answer is not people over profits. The answer is high ticket premium pricing equals less stress, more time with kids. You're going to hear thousands of no's and you're ridiculous. And go get a real job and blah, 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 blah. You're a ripoff. You're ripping people off. But if you ever want to grow a business, an actual system, this guy never built a system. It's obvious. He has no systems in place. None. He hasn't delegated. Now, to be fair, he's delegated some of the actual labor. I'll give him that. He delegated the labor. But he just now, after getting to 1.5 million and failing while doing so, this is a failing business. What we just watched is a failing business at 1.5 million a year revenue. It's failing because he doesn't have the systems and the delegation and automation in place. And to top it all off, he's also the cheap guy. When you just heard Mike say that less than an hour away, there is one of his locations charging $85 an hour while he's charging $50. Okay. He said 50% more, so it's probably more like $100 an hour. But anyway, and guess what? I can guarantee you that them over there at that Augusta location are 10 times less stressed. They might not have as many yards or as many customers or as many houses to wash, what have you, or lights to put up. But let me tell you something. They're a lot less stressed. They can actually sleep at night, spend time with their kids. Their wife's not freaking questioning them like this guy's is. And you might think that I'm being harsh, but this is the hard truth of business. Listen, do you want to end up like this guy? Or do you want to end up like Elon Musk, where you have so much money out of your hind end? That's a bad comparison. But you have so much money out of your hind end. Why? Because he has 3 separate businesses with 3 separate systems that he can be taken out of. I'm going to draw it here on the screen for you right now. You've got Elon, right? And you got his 3 businesses. Now, if you're this guy, okay, you would have to be in these 3 businesses, and you wouldn't be able to walk away from the businesses because they would quit operating. Now, Elon can go do whatever the heck he wants to do, and he's smiling while he does it. Give him a little hair there. I think he's got a little hair. I'm not sure. He is not tied to his SpaceX, his Tesla. What's the other one? SpaceX, Tesla. I'm forgetting one of them. Neuralink, whatever the other one is. He has you can't see that. Systems in place so that these can run without this guy. That's the goal. And you charge enough that you can do that. Now, yes, Elon's not in a service business industry like, we are and we're talking about. But this guy is on the fast track to bankruptcy and failing. At the beginning of the video, he said he started 3 landscaping companies. I would venture to say that his first 2 landscaping companies failed because he kept finding a new shiny object, a new truck, a new mower every what do you say? This one bought 4 brand new trucks in a year, dude. Like shiny object syndrome, much, man. Like, what on earth, man? Like, instead of buying 4 new trucks in a year, why don't you spend $60K? Let's see, $60K times 4 is what, $240,000. Why don't you spend $240,000 in marketing and raise your prices so you can handle the no's coming in, because you're going to make 20x more anything than what you're making now buying trucks. To say you have 13 trucks, and it's just, I don't know, man. This is like why business is so brutal. And you might think I was being brutal to this guy, like, oh, woe is me. My wife questions me. I can't spend time with my kids. But you designed your own life. You put yourself in that situation because you're the cheap guy, and you somehow started a 3rd landscaping business, got it to 1.5 million without delegating anything besides the labor. I just don't even know. All right, as you can see, I'm pretty tired. I'm going to go to bed. I've been up since 3 a.m. putting out yard signs. It is now 8:41 p.m. Me and a dude are putting them out. Delegation, remember? Delegation. I'm still in the weeds, though. But let me tell you something. I will never be in this guy's shoes because I understand delegations and systems. Start with systems, man. Simplify it. Like, I don't know. That video makes me sick to watch. I'm going to watch the rest of it as I get ready to go to bed. All right. Peace out. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. See you in the next one.